With all that is going around in the world, it is finally time to detach, go into our rooms, cuddle a warm pillow surrounded with our favorite snacks and drinks, and just sit back, relax, and dive into the newest shows that are coming in this fall. And that is why for today we will be talking about the top anime that you must watch for fall of 2023. So before we start, be sure to hit the subscribe button and press on that bell icon and set us all to be notified about all our latest new videos. And with that said, let's dig on in. Starting off strong, we're going with Goblin Slayer II. The iconic, brooding, and silent Goblin Slayer is finally back. And no, this time it's not a movie. It's an actual new season diving deeper into the story of Goblin Slayer and his new party as well, as they face new obstacles on their journey. This time the party will be tasked to take out a goblin-infested mausoleum down, as it is starting to pose a lot of danger for the people. Also, the party is tasked with the escort of the Sword Maiden to the capital, offering us even more insight on the tragic story of the blind woman and why she is the way she is now. This season has a lot of expectations to satisfy, and it needs to do so in the most fantastic and crazy way we can imagine, with the Goblin Slayer going into full rage mode, bashing those annoying critters and smashing them down, showing no mercy whatsoever. And not even their hatchlings will be safe from his wrath. This is a man on a mission with determination, conviction, and sheer bloody will to complete this mission, even if it was the last thing he does. And speaking of going on strong, this fall is going to be filled with iconic anime, to say the least, and what could be more iconic than the fan favorite, Attack on Titan? After the way they teased us with just releasing a single episode, it was due time that Attack on Titan finally returns and came back to grace our screens with its phenomenal animation and creepy looking titans that will give us nightmares. Oh, and death. Lots and lots of death. Eren is now virtually unstoppable, starting the rumbling, and the Titans are already taking out the whole globe minus the Paradise Island residents. He is going to take out everyone and kill every last human if it ensures the safety of all his Paradise comrades and family. He is unstoppable in the godlike form he's in, and if anyone will have any hope of beating him, then they have to put all their differences aside and work together to defeat him. And no, I am not here to be philosophical or debate whether Eren was right or wrong here. I can dedicate an entire video for that later. One thing we know for sure is that Eren is a menace that needs to be stopped and taken out before his plan is complete. On a different note and away from the action-adventure genre, this supernatural romantic drama makes a return with yet another season to its name. And I gotta say, things are getting weirder by the second here. And that weirdness comes from Rascal Does Not Dream of Napsack Kid. Oh, this show again. I swear, the first time I watched this show, I couldn't understand a thing about it. And guess what? I still don't understand a thing about it. Why do these supernatural events take place? Why exactly are the cases always different between one and another? The illness of Mai is different from that of Sakuta, and vice versa. And now the weirdness and craziness is being kicked into overdrive with the fact that suddenly and out of nowhere, a younger version of Mai showed up in the life of Sakuta, with no clue why or who she really is, and what she wants. And to make things worse, his mother, that had gone full no contact ever since his sister's disease started to show signs, is now back and wants to see her children and have a family meeting. What this sudden change of heart entails? Beats me. I guess we'll just have to watch and find out. Our favorite tank that still manages to one-shot his enemies with his unique abilities and skills is back stronger than ever. The Rising of the Shield Hero had one hell of a long journey last season, jumping between worlds and all that. With his return to his world, he is greeted with the dire news of the disappearance of the 3 other cardinal heroes melting into thin air. This left the world Naofumi swore to protect in danger of the waves, and the only way to fix this situation is to find where the other heroes went to and reorganize their ranks in case the other world heroes make an appearance as well. This time the enemy is within and not a foreign threat that Naofumi and company have to deal with. The underground slave trade have also been witnessing a lot of slaves gone missing, and this is the first lead that Naofumi is going to follow in order to discover just what is really going on. A new gamer. Guess what, everyone? Anya is back. That's literally all I have to say to grab your attention, and apparently it worked, right? The Spy Family movie Code White. Whoo boy. This fall is gonna be one hell of a good season with all these shows, especially with this movie coming up. As we all know, Anya is just a pure, innocent child that we protect no matter what. and anyone that dares harm her has opened the gates of hell on himself. I mean, honestly, just look at her parents, an undercover super spy and the world's #1 assassin. Who would dare even annoy her slightly? Right? Oh, and of course, we shouldn't forget the newest family edition, the future-seeing doggy. Like, seriously, this family has it all. And after a smashing success with seasons 1 and 2, the fans just couldn't get enough of the charismatic and bubbly personality of Anya, and just had to get more of her on the big screen. Enter Spy Family movie, Code White. This movie will have our beloved characters flying off to the motherland to execute their mission under the guise of a family trip. And let's just say that things won't work out as expected, to say the least. I mean, where's the fun in something that goes exactly according to plan with no problems, right? Coming back to the action-packed comedy is the Eminence in Shadow Season 2. This city is so depraved and full of crime, it is literally called the Lawless City. Run by 3 enigmatic figures, this city is about to become a battlefield for Sid and the Shadow Garden members, including their latest recruit, Rose Oriana. Living corpses roaming the streets, monsters of the night preying on others, and the rumor of a progenitor vampire queen that has laid slumbering in her coffin for eons, choosing now, of all times, to rise back up and awaken from her long sleep to wreak havoc once more on the world. Is Sid going to be able to stop the vampire queen with his arsenal and powerful girls at his side, or will this be an enemy that will withstand Sid's iconic I am atomic skill, unscathed and having taken 0 damage? Well, we'll have to wait and find out. And in case you guys didn't find the anime you were interested in watching this season, I urge you guys to check out our first video where we mention all the upcoming fall anime. The link will be in the description down below. This anime finally adapted one of the coolest manhwas out there, and I am talking beginning after the end level of anime. This show, if they remain true to the manhwa, is gonna be one of the best shows this season. A returner's magic should be special. Getting a second chance in life isn't something that comes by easily. That is why when life offers us a second chance, we need to embrace it and take good advantage of it, clutching it hard with our hands and teeth, and make sure it won't go wasted or go in vain. That is exactly what this main character Desir Arman was planning to do right after the calamity propelled him back in time to the time of when he was still studying in the academy to fight the Shadow Labyrinth, to a time where everyone he loved, cherished, and fought with was still alive and well. And this time, things will be much different than before. This time, Desir will make sure that none of his beloved comrades dies and lose their lives on the battlefield. This is the start of his new life, armed with all the knowledge of what's to come and what will happen. Would it be enough to save everyone, or is this goal of his unattainable after all? In case you want to know, you have 2 options. The first being watch the anime, which seems to have an awesome animation style by the way, or you could go and read the manhwa for yourself. With all that said and done, I bid you guys farewell until our next video. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I had fun making it for you. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, you could do me a favor liking, commenting, and subscribing to my content. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.